What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a matchup today of Buggy versus Don Quixote Rosinante, aka Corazon, aka Cora, aka Corazon, aka Rosie. He's got a ton of names. One of my all-time favorite characters. But it's a green-blue leader that's affected. It's a blocker, only leader that's a blocker currently. And if you have 6 or less cards in hand, you can restand him, essentially making him a blocker at the end of your turn. So yeah, this leader pairs really well with the 8-cost kid. Just another blocker to help keep that kid alive. So yeah, play my good friend Kevin. We're playing Buggy, and we're gonna see how this goes. We won the dice roll. We're going first. We're gonna start off with the Galdino Searcher. Search top 4 for a Cross Guild of Baroque Works. We're gonna grab a 2K Kabaji and pass. He's going to tap 1 for a Perona. Start arranging the top 5 of his deck in any order. You can put him on the top or bottom. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is an interesting card to be playing. Usually this is a dopey card, or this is a card that's trying to set up some plays off the top of the deck. So I'm a little bit intrigued what's about to happen here, because I'm thinking, does he run in, like, in my back of my head, I'm thinking, does he run the 9-cost Sanji? Like, this could be troublesome. But yeah, he's just arranging the top 5. He can put them in top or bottom of his deck in any order. He puts it back on top, and then he passes. We go to our 3-Dawn turn, and we're going to swing 8 into life. We don't have a peel off or another Galdino Searcher, and he takes. He's on his 4-Dawn turn. He's going to swing 6 into life. We could give him a 2K, but we decided to look for other cards. And then he's going to tap 3 for Mihawk into Cavendish, the new Cavendish from the new set that on attack, draw 2, trash 1. The Mihawk is a 2K, but also if you have 2 or less cards on the field, which at the time he did, you get to play a 4-cost or less Slash or Monkey Kingdom, I think. So we're going to swing 5 into life. He's going to give us a 1K. Now we're going to leader effect, pitch a Daz Bones. We're going to just play the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1, and going to trash a Daz Bones, I think. Ideally, it would have been nice to play the promo Buggy into that. That would have been the ideal play, because that would make sure his Mihawk and his Cavendish couldn't attack. But we didn't have that. A second ideal play would have been to play Croc into Daz Bones, but we didn't have a Croc. So we're just going to play the Mihawk, establish a blocker. That felt like the right play, while also allowing us to dig. We could have just hard played the Daz Bones, but I like the idea of establishing a blocker. He swings 5 into life. We give him a 1K. He's going to swing 5 into life again. And we're going to take. And then now he's going to tap 5 for a Smoker, restand a Dawn, and then swing 7 into life. We're going to block with the Mihawk, and then give counter on top of that. So we block, and then we give him the 1K Galdino, and then he gets to restand his leader, so his leader is a blocker. We go to 7-Dawn. We can Croc here. We're going to swing 5 into the Mihawk, and he lets it go. He's going to swing 7 into life, which he takes. And then now we're going to tap 6 to play Jozu, bounce the Galdino back to bounce the Smoker back, and then we're going to tap 1 to play that Galdino back down again. Go searching, and we're going to be able to find the promo Buggy. So now we can neutralize his Cavendish. We could neutralize any other 4-cost he plays. And you have to Red Rocket or something along those lines in order to get rid of that promo Buggy. He's already got some good value out of the Cavendish. He's already swung it once. He's in line to swing it again to draw 2, trash 1 to find what he's looking for. A really strong card if it sticks. But we got rid of that smoker. I think the smoker's more troublesome. 5/7 with banish, restands a dawn, allows him to do some cool plays. So he's swing 7 into life, draw 2, trash 1. We're going to take. He's at 8 dawn, I believe. We are going to go to 9 next turn. Taps 1 for another Piranha. Look at the top 5. Arrange them in any order, top or bottom. Again, this is making me a little bit worried because I'm trying to think like what cards he would have that would matter the order. Like the only one that comes to mind is the 9-cost Sanjin. And wonder if he's going to hit like a 9-cost Sanjin, like the 9-cost Zoro, which would just be a lot of tempo, really hard to deal with. He swings 5 into life, we give him the 1k, and then he taps 5 for a smoker again, restands a Dawn, and then taps 2 for a Rosinante blocker. Restands his leader, so now it's a blocker. So his board's gotten pretty full. He's got 2 troublesome bodies and a Cavendish and a smoker, and then also a blocker. We don't have to worry too much about the Piranhas. We're going to swing 7 into life. He takes. Swing 7 into life again. He blocks with the Rosinante blocker, which he kind of had to do, or he could give us counter because we could, like, for example, Dawn up on the Galdino on the Buggy and swing for game. We're gonna swing 6 into life. He gives us a 2k. And a 1k. Did we swing 7 into life? Now we're going to tap 3 for the Dopey blocker, a new addition to this deck. It's a blocker while also allowing us to range to top 5. And here's where I'm doing a little bit of Galaxy Brain. It's not really Galaxy Brain. I'm thinking about, because I'm about to promo Buggy into Mihawk, so I'm going to draw 2, trash 1. And in doing so, I want to know what card I'm going to draw the next turn, but also which 2 I'm about to draw into, and which one I want to have one that I can pitch. We pitched the Croc to play promo Buggy into the Mihawk. Now we draw 2, trash 1. I know I'm going to pitch that promo Buggy, and I also drew a 2k. And then we have the 10-cost Buggy that we'll draw next turn. So that Doflamingo, which is a new addition to the deck, really helped kind of facilitate some plays here. It's like the Peroni he has, but it's also a blocker. So now we have a blocker. We have 2 standing blockers in the Dofi and the Mihawk. His Cavendish can't swing. His smoker can, and it will swing with banish. And I believe he's at 1 life. So he could, in theory, try to push for game here with like a Mihawk, for example. Excuse me, not a Mihawk, a Hody. Could rest both of our blockers and then swing the smoker, leader, and that. But we have enough cards in hand that we should be able to get out of one of those swings. Especially with the 2k we just drew with the 2k Kabaji. And if he goes to Kid, set up the Kid wall. So he swings 7 into life banish, we'll give him the blocker. If he goes to set up the Kid wall, as long as he doesn't play a Tashigi down, we can deal with it with the 10-cost Buggy, which we're about to draw. He swings 5 life. I'm thinking normally I would block with the Mihawk, but I'm also kind of thinking, what if he drops a 10-cost Doflamingo? That could really be upsetting. So we're going to just give him the 1k. And he drops the 8-cost Kid. He's going to put a Dawn on it to rest it, to play out a blocker. Now here's where the interesting point. If he plays a Tashigi, which is not even a blocker, he won't have any blockers on field. But it's just going to be really tough for me to... I mean, he'll have his leader, he plays a Dofi blocker though, so he doesn't play the Tashigi. So now the bottom decking is in play. I can play the 10 cost Buggy next turn, assuming he doesn't do something to pop my board, something on my board, which he couldn't. He also establishes a 2 cost Rosinante. His board's a 1-2 big right now. He's about to realize that I take one of the Coronas off. But now he's put 2 blockers down. But he doesn't have a Tashigi, so he is vulnerable to bottom decking. So we're going to tap 5, and we're going to Buggy. We're going to bottom deck that kid. He has 2 standing blockers. We're going to swing 7 life. He gives us 2k, 1k. He has 1 card in hand now. We're going to swing 7 life again. He gives us the Dofi blocker. We're going to swing 7 life again. He gives us the Rosie blocker, and here's where I make an interesting decision. I'm going to put the last 3 Dawn I have on my Mihawk. I'm going to swing into that smoker. I'm going to swing 9 actually. I keep 1 Dawn standing. I don't know why I kept 1 Dawn standing. I should have just put all 10 on. But yeah, we're going to do that. And he uses leader effect to block that. Now he plays Hody down, and he's going to try to go for game. He rests. We don't have any. He rested 1 Stunning Dawn, and he rests our promo Buggy. But yeah, at this point, he has 3 swings. He needs to hit us with all 3. Our hand is 3 2Ks. So depending on the swings, I'm going to take as many hits as possible because I want to continue for him to continue hitting our life and going for game, so that he can't change it up and establish blockers, because we have lethal next turn. We should have lethal no matter if he plays some blockers. But the more he invests into trying to kill us, I mean, he's already invested 7 Dawn and taken a life, but the more he does that, the more easier it will be to win on the crackback. But again, we have 3 2Ks in hand, so we're going to take some hits. He's going to swing 9 into life banish, and I'm thinking about this. We're going to just let it go. Now he's going to swing 7, 8 for game. And we can get out of any of these, but let's do the 7, and he swings 8, and we give him the 2 2Ks. And then now it's just a matter of, we just need to put, we could swing 12. I think he had 2 cards in hand, 1 card in hand. So ultimately, I think 2 of the cards in this that came into play in this matchup are 2 cards I've recently added, which I'm really a fan of. The Jozu and the Doflamingo blocker, both are at 2 ofs. The Jozu just being able to buy a turn with that smoker to bounce it back to his hand so that he'd have to play it again the next turn. Just buying a slight bit of tempo while establishing a body and marching towards our goal of filling up our board of 5 or higher costs. I really like that card. And then the Doflamingo blocker, I'm kind of skeptical on, but I actually really liked it right here because it really allowed us to kind of set up a play. Well, not really set up a play, but just set up what we're going to draw to, trash 1, and then also what we want to draw on the next turn. So yeah, it kind of just helped us there while also giving us a blocker. So ultimately, yeah, good matchup against my friend Kevin. Rosinante is a very strong deck, and especially if it sets up that kid blocker in the right ways, it can be really tough to deal with. And I think we just kind of got lucky that we bought enough tempo early on that we were able to just take control of the game. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or anything I could have done better. Appreciate you guys, and see you next time.